A story in 5 words.
The Clintons leave depositions hanging. Joe, Bill, and Hillary were supposed to testify to the House on Jeffrey Epstein today, but they refused to show up. How rude. They sent a letter instead to the House accusing Republicans of targeting them, saying they've decided to fight for this country no matter the consequences. What the hell does that mean?
By skipping out in the deposition? Wow.
Yeah.
Fight the power, Bill and Hillary.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Here's the thing I don't understand about all these elites. How convenient were the flights on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? I mean, don't they all have private jets and stuff?
Yes.
But they're like, I don't know, Martha's Vineyard to D.C. Sometimes you have to change planes at Pedophile Island. It's just the way you have to do it.
Yes.
I think there's an Expedia filter you can use. I want a direct flight and no Pedophile Island. Leave that part out. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I can't understand is what is in these files? What is this? What are we getting to? This is taking too long. This feels like this is something that should have come out years ago and just said, here are the people who had these transgressions, and here are the people who had nothing to do with it. And I don't understand. I mean, when I heard Stephen Hawking's name, I thought, what are we supposed to, the island is handicap accessible? What is this telling us here?
I heard in the island he was a high roller. All right.
He was very respectful. He always stayed seated, and he was always hands off.
Yes. Kennedy, they said in the letter, they know the least of Epstein's crimes out of all the witnesses scheduled. That is like the worst possible defense. We know, out of everybody, we know the least.
What is that saying about you?
Yeah.
What is it saying about the company you keep or the files you had access to when you were president?
That's like the Sergeant Schultz of defense.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we know some really, really bad stuff. And there were some horrible pedophiles there, and we know all of them. So, like, compared to them, like, we were angels. And you look at Bill Clinton, and you're like, this guy must have thought he was going to have the biggest pimpin' post-presidency of any president, because he was young when he was in office. He was impeached. He had he had priapism, and there was no way of legally releasing himself without being impeached. And then he's like, I'm not going to see Hillary. I'm going to be on a plane with Chris Tucker and Prince Andrew, and I'm getting hot massages from sexy girls, and I'm in pools and hot tubs. And then it all comes to a screeching halt because that harpy, decides to run for president.
Yes.
So everything in their life is now under the microscope. And so he's got to pretend he's vegan, and now he's stuck with her forever.
Yes.
Because he never, ever had a break when she was in the White House.
Greg, did you know that Clinton actually said he only was on the plane for life-saving humanitarian efforts?
Yes.
Yeah, because he was dying to see those young chicks. Is the life-saving part.
I mean, that's how some people do CPR with the...
Tyrus, what do you make of this?
Look, man, I ain't mad at Bill. I wouldn't go either.
Yeah.
Like, kiss my ass. Just watch the videos and the photos. I mean, we've got more pictures of him than we do of him in the White House. He's in a...
Yes.
I mean, we do. We don't have no pictures of him signing executive orders or handing out tax refunds. The only thing we see is him butt-ass naked in the pool.
And what about that weird painting?
Yeah, the painting and like all kinds of stuff, and wearing matching shirts with Epstein. Yeah, hell no. I'm not going. Not to make, I mean, I would have just, when it came out, I just would have walked over to my wife, Hillary, and just said, I would have just woke up in the morning and she was like, guess what, where we have to go testify today? And I'd be like, shoot me, bitch, just get it over with. Like, there's no reason for him to go. His entire presidency is ruined. Yeah. Not ruined, ruined. He did a lot of good things, whether you like him or not, when he was in the White House. But it's like that old saying, you know, he could solve problems, Nobel Peace Prizes, fix the budget. You put your cigar into one person, that's what you are for the rest of your life. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anything else. That's who he is. So guess what? I'm not coming. And here's the worst part. Here's the best part for him. They're going to maybe arrest him. I'd be like, come get me.
Yeah.
And then once he's in jail, just make sure you know, no visitations. Do not put her name on the list.
Yes, exactly.
That's right. No conjugal
Exactly.
visit.
Yeah. So, Mikey, you got to kind of hand it to Epstein. The dude has been dead for nearly 7 years.
Yeah.
But he's alive and well in the news cycle. It's like, talk about leaving your mark.
Yeah. No. First of all, we've known each other for a long time, like 20 years or something like that. We've been doing shows together, and it's the first time I've ever been on a show with you where someone's used the word priapism. So full marks to you, Kennedy.
Right.
I thought that was really exceptional.
Look it up.
Yeah. But I think to Joe's point, I was getting there. To Joe's point.
It's only an hour show.
I should do my research, shouldn't I? But to Joe's point about why bother? In terms of the investigation here, look, you may know this. I run a company, Portman Square Group. We do investigations all over the world. That's pretty good marketing. This is not that difficult, right? Getting to the bottom of this problem is not that difficult from an investigative standpoint. We have all the information has been gathered, right? The thing that amazes me is that people haven't marched on Washington with pitchforks and torches and demanded that they just do a full data dump here. What are they waiting for? Which then, of course, leads to the reason why we're still talking about Epstein 7 years on from his death, right? Which was mysterious.
It was mysterious.
It was very mysterious, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. And the last thing I would say is I really regret that Bill isn't testifying because I actually like Bill Clinton, right? There's a lot of things you can not like about him, but the entertainment value of him sitting there and testifying would have been fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd have been great looking at his wife the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we'll see Kill Bill Part 3 if he turns on Hillary.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.